Funding now on Indiegogo, it's Shadowbinders, our second chance offer to get 2 hardcovers of our classic webcomic delivered to your door. Steampunk, fantasy, and romantic comedy from Clownfish Comics. Go to Indiegogo, check out the link in the description below. Now on with the video. Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we could be looking at Disney's next princess being the...
I was going to say that!
Oh, you were?
Yes.
The alien queen?
Yes!
Ah, see,
I'd be a princess when you can be a queen.
That's right. She's the wicked queen. Yeah, so Disney's aliens, everybody. Remember, Disney owns aliens now because they own Fox. And
Predator.
And Predator, and that is a scary, scary thought. I'm just very upset that they gutted the Great Movie Ride because now they own most of the IP in the Great Movie Ride.
I know! And the Great Movie Ride was far superior to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I am sorry if you disagree, but you're wrong.
You're wrong, because we said so.
No, I mean, you can like it if you want to. I don't care.
So I do like the Aliens movies. I even liked Prometheus quite a bit. And I do not like the idea of Disney handling the Aliens franchise. I think it's going to be a disaster.
Well, if it goes the way of Star Wars, I mean,
yeah.
it's concerning. But Disney being Disney, right now, they have said it during their investor calls that they're flat out asked, are you worried more about quantity or quality? Didn't answer the question specifically, but said, well, we have found that, having more options, more quantity of things ups the amount of subscribers, which means we're interested in more quantity than quality.
Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. We'll talk about that. And then we're going to talk about an interesting account and podcast that popped up that has a connection to both Aliens and possibly Disney.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking there is if we keep digging. Anyway.
The ReWriting Ripley.
We won't talk about because we don't think they're really worth our time other than pointing out this odd coincidence.
There are a lot of odd coincidences around the defense of Disney and Disney Star Wars lately.
Yeah,
Yeah, but let's talk about Aliens. So before we go there, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 182,000 subs. Thank you for the support.
So close to 200. Come on.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We're getting there.
And we do talk about pop culture. We talk about Disney specifically because we worked in and around the company for years. And you do run a Disney blog, piratesandprincesses.net. And you're going to get opinions there. You're not going to get any other ones.
Other Disney blogs, yeah, usually.
And so Aliens, I am a fan, but I do not like the idea of Disney ruining Aliens. This is coming from smallscreen.uk, and you did an article on it.
Yes, I credit it to them, because it's a rumor, because it's their sources. But it isn't a rumor in the fact that we do know that, is it Holly?
Yeah.
And Ridley Scott are already been brought on to executive produce a show, and the way they made it sound was it was supposed to be for like the Disney Plus Star, which is the overseas thing.
Yeah.
So now we're hearing that they're going to be moving on to stuff for Hulu, possibly Disney Plus, the Star, and it's going to be TV shows and movies. R-rated for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So I got thoughts on this. They tried to.
Please do, because I honestly don't like Aliens. Sorry, I don't. I'm not a gory movie person.
They're not really that. I don't think they're that gory in the grand scheme of things.
Well, no, I saw Aliens for the first time. I was like in 7th grade. I slept on my stomach for years because I thought if there was an alien in me and I was on my stomach, it couldn't get out.
It'd just come out your back or your butt.
Well, I was a kid. I didn't logic that out.
It'd chew you a new asshole. That's how it would get out.
Pretty much. But in my child mind, I didn't think about that. Now children that are that old are on Twitter telling everybody else what to think.
So the first Alien was more of a psychological horror movie. We had one alien, and people had never seen anything like it before. Mm-hmm. It was sort of kind of like the anti-Star Wars. Like Star Wars came out a year before, and then or 2 years before, and then we had Close Encounters, and then we had Alien, and it was like, whoa, this is
space. No one can hear you scream.
Yeah, a great tagline, by the way, and it was a great movie. And then we had Aliens, which was James Cameron, and that was more action oriented. I think it was more, felt more Terminator but it was still a great movie. Alien 3 we don't talk about because it was dog shit.
Here, I'm an Alien. Okay, I never get the differentiation because I don't watch these movies.
Watch the movie and count how many aliens are in the movie, and that's how you can keep track. Is there one alien or is there more than one alien?
See, I don't watch plushies. But
Alien and Aliens.
I know that you're a fan.
Yes.
And I know a lot of people are fans.
Yes.
And I know what Disney did to Star Wars. So it concerns me a tad bit.
It's going to be awful. So Alien 3 was dog shit. Alien 4 Resurrection was okay. I personally think it was better than 3, but they brought Ripley back as like an alien hybrid clone Ripley. You know, they rewrote Ripley and they brought her back, but it did have Winona Ryder in it.
I do want to say that Ripley has been long thought of as one of the ultimate strong female characters that they claim that didn't exist before.
Oh my God. Was it the Mary Sue that put that dumb article up?
I think it was.
And they're like, oh my God, guys, I finally watched Alien. And did you know we had strong female characters in the 70s? Oh my God, my mind is blown. I've been putting this old movie off for years. And people told me I had to go see it. And I sat down, I watched it, and other than some really outdated misogynist language, it actually had a strong... I was like, oh my God, you call yourself the Mary Sue. You're supposed to be a female-centric, feminist, pop culture blog, and you didn't even watch fucking Alien?
No, it called itself the Mary Sue because the Mary Sue is what the Mary Sue is, and it's owned by a dude who probably called it the Mary Sue, which is funnier yet.
It is owned by a dude, yeah. So then we had now this is where my heart aches a little bit. Now we had the Aliens versus Predator, which it's debatable whether or not they're canon. Prometheus, right? So Ridley Scott, who did the original Alien, he comes back, he does Prometheus, which is an origin of the engineers, which are these big giant dudes in elephant-looking spacesuits that we saw in the first movie. And everybody thought they actually were like elephant aliens. They had like Dark Horse comics where they had them running around all this crap. Well, that turned out wasn't true. They were just giant blue Roman-looking dudes, pasty Roman dudes. I liked Prometheus. I'll go on record saying I really liked Prometheus. I think it set up a lot of really cool stuff. And then they did Alien Covenant, which was just like a straight out of the butt, like just another Aliens movie, and they just like freaking just threw it all out and were like, yeah, let's just do another just generic Aliens movie.
It didn't do well.
And let's kill off everybody and let's not explain things and it did not do well. So the last I heard, Ridley Scott was going to do at least one more movie sequel to Prometheus because it had a cliffhanger ending. And I don't know where that stands. But if Disney does it, God help us all.
Yes.
Because the last one's going to look like a masterpiece.
To be fair, though, Disney used to do Touchstone Pictures. So they used to get they put their little white gloves dirty previously.
Yeah, they did.
So, I think I said that. Yeah, I keep making the white glove comment. So they got their white gloves bloody before on movies through Touchstone. So they've done stuff that was not all, sunshine and kittens before. But... So they're talking that they're gonna the word is that they're referring to it as their next mega franchise that they're gonna push.
That is concerning.
That they're gonna push that, and they're also talk that they're gonna do Predator too, like also in
Yeah. Okay, so I grew up in a different era. Back in my day, kids used to actually watch R-rated movies. We'd sneak downstairs and watch HBO or whatever, Cinemax. I was watching Alien movies when I was like 8 or 9 years old. Watching Friday the 13th.
I didn't because that was not something I would watch. Would sneak down to watch.
I would, and also scrambled porn. But I did watch RoboCop. I actually had RoboCop on VHS. I was watching it when I was like 10.
I was wondering if you're going to bring up the scrambled porn. Who didn't try to watch that?
They're just making noises, and I heard music, and I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. I have no idea. Just imagining in my head what it could be, because I was like 10. I don't know any of this stuff. I wouldn't have known
what you would imagine at 10, but that's another story entirely.
I didn't either. I was trying to figure it all out. The secrets of the universe are behind this scrambled. I don't understand.
Back to Disney.
I want to know how this works, but my family won't tell me. So if I listen hard enough, maybe I can figure it out.
Back to Disney. So company who doesn't listen hard enough. Anyway.
So RoboCop and Friday the 13th. Now this is what's weird. RoboCop, Friday the 13th, Alien, all of these like R-rated movies, they all had toys for children.
They did. There's new Aliens toys out at Walmart.
Yeah, they're awesome. They look like 90s. Toys. Menard, I think, makes them. They're like 90s style.
I was sending him to Squid King to see if he wanted them, but I don't think he did, which I was surprised. I thought he at least wanted one of them.
I thought they're pretty badass. I mean, I don't know if I want to get, but they're so 90s it hurts. They're very, very 90s, and they kind of remind me of the Kenner figures they did. But all these like R-rated movies, Predator was another one. We had action figures and toys because they knew like kids were watching these movies too. Starship Troopers, they had action figures of Starship Troopers, R-rated movie done by a guy who did RoboCop. Very, very gory movie.
Oh yeah, I can't watch that one either.
Neil Patrick Harris, by the way, who was awesome in that movie.
Neil Patrick Harris is awesome in pretty much everything
he was. They're afraid. So yeah, I can kind of see like Disney logic in this because they're like, but I can just picture like Alien Queen mouse ears.
No, they're not going to go there.
Ripley cosplay.
They're not going to go there. I doubt they do Alien Queen mouse series. I very much doubt
Yeah, they will.
I will draw the line at that. They will not go there.
Alex and Ani bracelets with an alien queen or an egg or some face. Oh my God.
An egg they might do. I can see that.
Face hugger, edible face huggers. You put them on your face and it's just a feeding sack and you put like Disney candy in it and you just like suck it out of the egg.
I don't think they'll do any of those things.
You know,
I don't think so.
Get yourself and take your picture taken in front of the castle with the chest burster coming out. They would digitally superimpose.
What do they call that? The photo pass? The
photo pass.
Photo pass magic. No, I doubt very much that any of that would happen. But somebody pointed out in the comments, which on the Facebook comments for the article I put up, which I thought was very interesting, was that there has been a narrative going around before this that it's that Predator especially was it was anti-black racism. So I'm like, so you might want to look at this a little bit, Disney, because
well, all they got to do is make sure the black people don't get killed this time, because that's actually pretty fair
like
criticism.
Predator
I mean,
is pretty much representative of a black person because of the dreads and stuff.
They're like tentacles.
I know, but that's their analogy.
This is right up there with the orcs. If you think the Predator is a black person, there's something wrong with you.
I know, but I'm just
saying, with
their diversity and race and their diversity initiatives, I don't know how far this is going to go with them when people, are out there comparing the two. I'm just bringing that up. I someone pointed that out, and I think they're not wrong. How's Disney going to address this? Because apparently it's been something that people have been discussing, and
yeah, I don't know. Because Disney, they want to be politically correct. They'll have albino predators, I guess.
I guess maybe they'll overlook it if they're saying it's for Hulu or something.
Yeah. At some point, these companies are just going to have to be like, yeah, I don't.
You want to make money or don't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
But I think why they're doing this, to be honest, is because they own these IPs. So of course they're not going to let them just sit there and not do anything with them. I mean, that would just be a stupid move from a business perspective.
Yeah.
And I don't, I don't blame Disney for using it. I do think they're going to probably mess it up. But it was funny to me. I think they're doing this because remember they were talking about their they were surprised by their demographics that a lot of people that bought Disney Plus didn't have kids.
Yeah.
And they were super, super shocked by this. Remember? And we were like, how are you shocked by this? Because if you're anywhere on any of the groups or you're anywhere in the parks, there are tons of people who go to the parks who do not have kids.
Yeah.
People were, what they were calling them, the millennials without child. They had without children, they had like
pay pigs.
No, it wasn't pay pigs. It was something else. They call everybody pay pig. To be fair, that's everyone's now. No, they had some name for them. I forget what it was. Know. And I'm like, this has been years. A lot of people go to Disney. It's not a requirement to have children.
That's true. So, a lot of adult things.
I was kind of shocked that for all their bragging about their demographics, how well they know their customers, they did not know this. It was not a surprise to me.
They don't pay attention.
Do you remember? I mean, if nothing else would have told you this. Remember that thing that happened in the summer of 2019 where the woman had that huge rant about the child most millennial in line who was buying a pretzel?
Oh, the pretzel, yeah.
And I actually have that on here. Hold on. This should have tipped them off if nothing else. This whole, the childless couples at Disney World. It's a family amusement park. And my 3-year-old daughter starts getting stares and assuming I'm a bad mother because she's having a meltdown because she can't have her effing pretzel because that tramp.
S in the, that C word in the slutty shorts was buying a Mickey. Wow, magical.
Yeah, right.
That's some Disney magic.
And they got so much traction. And a lot of people came out. They were like,
that can't be real.
A lot of people came out like, hey, I don't have kids and I love Disney. I go to Disney all the time. So that should have tipped them off then. I'm like, what have you been doing if you don't know this? So anyway, my point is, I think they're doing this because they're trying to leverage the IPs they already own. Now they're like, oh shit, we have a whole bunch of people that subscribe to Disney Plus that don't have kids. We could probably milk them more.
Yeah. Yeah, you can milk them pretty hard.
So let's give them Alien and Predator.
Yeah, because that's totally the demographic they're looking for. Not realizing that a lot of those millennials that don't have kids are there for the Mickey Magic type stuff. They're there for their childhoods. They're there for there's a lot of nostalgia now for the 90s and the 2000s, Disney Channel. This is somebody else's childhood. And they've dropped the ball with this franchise.
Well, they've dropped the ball with everything they pretty much appropriated. So what else is new?
But they said it's going to be full-blown action horror, not PG-13.
No.
I don't know. Now, Ridley Scott, he's still doing stuff. He's doing stuff for HBO Max because he's doing Raised by Wolves.
Yeah, well, they said...
Which is actually really good. It's really
loves
good.
It too. They actually said that, I don't know, but they said that they already had announcements that they were working on some things. But now we're hearing that, Predator might be coming into it. It's going to be probably rated R. It's probably going to be more than just like a short little series like they originally said, because they're trying to turn it into this mega franchise.
And the thing is, they're going with they want it to be an action horror universe with
Predator. They want an alien CU, an ACU, if you will.
Yeah, the Aliens versus Predator. The thing about that is, that's why I'm afraid they're not going to finish Prometheus, because Prometheus kind of negates a lot of that. And I'm sitting here thinking they technically, they don't own it, but they could tie Blade Runner. But they could tie Blade Runner into it too, because they actually have connections between Blade Runner and the Alien franchise. Fun
side fact. The Clownfish cinematic universe is called the FU.
The fishy universe.
There you go. That's what it is. Fishy. Yeah, that's what I was meaning. Honest, that's where I was going with that. The FU, the fish universe. Mm-hmm. That's it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Clownfish universe, not today. Wait, no. Don't go there with acronyms.
No. Okay,
the fishy universe.
Well, they smell the same.
Oh, this got really adult, didn't it? This got really adult.
I was meaning the aliens.
So I don't.
They smell fishy. I don't know.
Sure, they do. They do. I don't have a lot of faith in this. No. I'm gonna be just very
Maybe
blunt.
We'll be pleasantly surprised. Maybe they've learned some lessons from what they've done. I know, I can't even get it out that loud.
How did you say that with a straight face? Maybe Disney learned a lesson.
Okay, now the other thing we want to talk about. Okay, so interestingly enough, right? I wasn't even going to mention this because their analysis is a load of crap.
They're like the buzzing of flies to us.
Anyway, but it's interesting though that this site comes out. They get the site started on February 25th. This article was dated when it came out from March 25th, which I don't even understand that one. But we got this thing called ReWriting Ripley showing up, which we do believe is tied to Disney in some way. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But it's interesting because this shows up, ReWriting Ripley, around the same time that this whole Aliens idea and Disney redoing Aliens comes out.
Yeah, there's some, why would
you call it ReWriting Ripley? That doesn't even make sense for a name of a podcast.
There was a book out 20 years ago about rewriting Ripley. I was trying to figure out, but I'm like, yeah, it's kind of a weird thing to make that alien connection, now.
But they're trying to say they're the new Ripley, they're the new strong female. I don't even.
God, the people with the Mary Sue just watched it last year.
It's not honestly deep enough for me to waste my time on to even try to figure out what they're meaning behind that, because I really don't care. But I just thought it was interesting that this shows up right around this time with this narrative about slamming on people. But coming out around the time all this stuff is being talked about with Disney and Aliens, and they're going all on about Star Wars, also owned by Disney. I think it's a little weird.
Yeah, this is a whole nother discussion for another video, but there's definitely.
I don't even want to do another video on that.
There is a Phantom Menace lurking in the background.
Well, you're hearing that is being shared. It was interesting. Here's something that's weird, guys. Here's why I think you pulled it up. Want to see something weird? It says that this post by them have 538 quote tweets. And you click on it. Nothing to see here, folks.
Or all the people that share probably have me blocked.
All of them. Or if you look at the retweets, okay, 811 retweets. Okay, who retweeted it? Okay, right? We're going to go down here. All 811 of them? Okay, let's take a look. And then it just ends.
Yeah, that's kind of...
I don't know. There's a lot of weirdness around this. Hearing that it's being shared. We saw personally that there were some people that were from Lucasfilm that had retweeted it and posted it, and then they deleted it.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of weirdness around this article that is not true for a lot of the facts, by the way. They're way off base on a lot of things.
So just to, paraphrase The Dark Knight, right? Guy comes into Lucius Fox's office, figured out that Bruce Wayne is Batman and basically wants to blackmail Batman, right? And Lucius Fox, played by the amazing Morgan Freeman, by the way, is like, so let me get this straight. And I forget the exact wording he used, but he's like, your boss is a badass. He beats up people for fun at night, and you want to blackmail him. If these people are as terrible as you said they are, do you really want to go there?
Yeah.
With all their audiences?
Well, I think it's funny because somehow we're at the top of the list on a lot of their charts.
Top five Nazis.
And they actually have on there that if you're anti The Force Awakens, which I will give them that. We are anti The Force Awakens, so that is true. That they also have you labeled as alt-right because you're anti The Force Awakens. Because don't you know when you go to register to vote, they give you a quiz. And if you don't like the Last Jedi, if you don't like The Last Jedi, you are automatically alt-right and you need a Republican voting card. When I went to go in to make sure that, when I register for things, they always ask me that to make sure that I am registered appropriately by what movies I like.
It's gonna be like the vaccine card. Like, you're gonna have to be like, did you get your card stamped that you like The Last Jedi? Mm-hmm. Okay. Because
let's be honest here, no one cares about The Last Jedi anymore. No one cares about the sequel trilogies anymore. Every time it gets buried down the memory hole, these sites come in to try to Vaseline up their hands, shove it in the memory hole, and try to yank it back out and wave it around and say, if you don't like this stinky thing, it's because you're a problematic person. It's not questionable why you stuck your hand up the memory hole and pulled the damn thing back out again for no reason. Around the time Rian Johnson wants his trilogy.
Where is this memory hole located again?
I'm just saying. So that goes on.
Yeah, but that's okay. They've just moved on to aliens.
Yeah, Disney
They've
now.
stepped over.
But pretty soon you're going to see anybody who doesn't like these new movies that are aliens are because they're alt-right Yahtzees.
That is exactly what's going to happen.
So I don't know. We're not going to give these people any more attention. I mean, on here unless we have to. Doesn't mean we're not going to watch what they do because we have a way of finding lots of things out. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it in the background, but it's not really a pressing thing for us because we frankly don't give a shit.
They're background noise.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yep.
So there we go. Disney, good luck with that. They bought a whole bunch of stuff from Fox. Actually, our next video, we're going to talk about how Disney got hosed by Fox and how it could cost them in the long run, for sure, in regards to Tubi.
Which we've been mentioning previously. We've mentioned it several times before.
Yeah, so we're going to wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.